Muscle420 here, and welcome back to my build series on YouTube. This build is going to be a build I'm going to be trying out in VCR. I have heard through the grapevine it's a pretty decent build to run. This is going to be my VCR tank build for the foreseeable future. So yeah, here we go. This build is going to be used on +1 for now, and probably when we start progging +3, it'll be used for that as well. So yeah, let's get right into it. So the skills, do the skills first. Skills would be Heroic Slash on front bar, Beckoning Armor. This can be changed, but this actually saves stam. It's a very nice ability in Cloudrest, and it does work on almost all the ads that you need to taunt as an off tank, so it's an extremely good ability to use. You don't actually need chains. The only time I use chains is if I absolutely need it with this build. Ransack is going to be our main taunt. This is going to allow us to get a few different benefits. Number one, it does afflict the enemy with major fracture, reducing their blah blah blah. No one really cares about this. Ellie Drain should be doing that anyway, and in an all match group, which what I run, we don't really care about that. But it gives you minor protection, reducing your damage taken by 8% for 15 seconds. So it's a very nice ability to have on your tank's bar. You definitely want to be using this. This is the morph that most tanks will be using nowadays. Mortal Coil is kind of a nifty little way to get some stamina when you're blocking. So using this in conjunction with Beckoning Armor. Beckoning Armor creates a corpse when it's over, which is nice, and Mortal Coil plays off of that, so you can actually use that to your advantage. And it does last 12 seconds, and this lasts 20 seconds, so you only have a very small amount of time where you need to grab another corpse. Now, if you have other Necros in the trial that are extremely greedy with their tethers, then yes, that is something that they will definitely take those, and they do that to me all the time, so it is what it is. Hungry Scythe is going to be our main heal. This is going to be our heal ability, which is very nice. This actually heals for a lot more than what it says, so definitely use this as your main heal as a necro tank. It's definitely something you should be using. And instead of Warhorn, this patch we're using Pestilent Colossus. Now next patch we'll probably use Warhorn, because Colossus might not be... I might not even play a necro tank in serious raids next patch, because what they're doing to the Colossus ultimate. But for now, it's a very nice ultimate, and it does work quite well, and it's still good for optimizing a group. So this is what I use instead of Warhorn. Now on the back bar, it's a little bit different on the back bar here. So back bar we have Inner Rage is our range taunt. This works really well in conjunction with the Beckoning Armor. We're using Blockade of Frost. However, we could be using Blockade of Lightning. In next patch we will be using Blockade of Lightning. We won't be using Frost Staff at all next patch. But right now, Frost Staff is still good on a tank. I don't really care what all the quote-unquote elite people say on PC. Frost staffs are really, really good for tanks, and I've always used them, and I've used them as they've been intended to be used, which is blocking, using my Magicka pool when I am out of stamina, which is extremely nice to have an option like that. But my third skill is going to be an Assault skill. It's an Echoing Vigor. This is because I'm backbarring Powerful Assault. I'll be able to show you that in just a moment here. But Echoing Vigor heals your allies a little bit, and it's pretty nice. It's not a huge heal, right? But it does what I need it to. Just say that. And we have Overflowing Altar. This is the correct morph to have as a tank. You want to have this one because it gives your allies a bigger synergy, and that is extremely important in Cloudrest. We have Silver Leash. This is a flex. I could probably put something else on this, but Silver Leash just in case. And then Barrier. I need to morph this. I have not morphed it yet, but once I morph it, it will be the one that heals, not the other one. So, as far as passives go, We're taking all the passives in Gravelord, all the passives in Bone Tyrant, and every passive we could have taken in Living Death. Take all the passives in One-Handed Shield. And all the passives we can take, well, not really. We have Focus and Ancient Knowledge are the two passives that we max out on Destruction Staff. Medium Armor, we're going full passives here. The reason why is because we're a medium armor tank. So we get all the bonuses. All passives in Undaunted. We are a Nord, which is important for being a tank nowadays, especially with a medium armor tank, which is what I'm doing here. Because you get the extra physical and spell resistance, which really, really does help. And for alchemy, we definitely want medicinal use. It's an extremely important passive, and you only get it to level 50 alchemy. So that's how that goes. So anyway, let's go to our inventory. On the front bar, we are running the Master's Perfected Dagger, which is infused. It could be a sword, could be an axe, could be a mace, doesn't really matter. It just has to be infused. With the weakening enchantment on the front bar. And then on our shield is the Master's Perfected Shield Reinforced for more armor. And it has a triglyph on the front there. Oh, what's really cool about this is when you deal damage. Hold on. When you deal damage with puncture, you heal for 7,522 health and gain spell and physical resistance equal to the amount of healing or overhealing done for 5 seconds. I'll put this in perspective in a minute. And then on the back bar, it's an Ice Staff of Powerful Assault. Now, we do have a back bar, so I want to make sure I show you this. Powerful Assault. When you cast an assault ability, you and up to 5 group members within 10 meters gain 303 weapon and spell damage for 10 seconds. That's pretty OP, and that stacks with major and minor courage. So that stacks with Perfected Yalnakrin, and that stacks with Spell Power Cure. Is huge. So I need to make this gold, but it's the Troll King's Visage. This is extremely important for VCR. When you heal yourself or an ally, if they are still below 50% health, their health recovery is increased by 903 for 10 seconds. So that helps out a lot. That's like 9k healing. And then body pieces. Big pieces are reinforced. And then the smalls are whatever trait I had them in, basically. But the body set, the static set, is going to be Alkosh. And Alkosh works where it actually procs off of how hard you hit. So if you spec your CP into hitting super hard with Alkosh, then you can get like a good 5 to 6k resistances knocked off of whatever you're trying to hit. Now, I want you to take a look at this. And this is why I'm running this build. This is how it works here. Let me just real quick here. So we'll get armor. I'm at 26k. Now check this out. That's 35k resistances right there in medium armor. It only lasts for 5 seconds. But all you need to do is just keep taunting. And as you can see, that's kind of that's how it works right there. So if you don't have your mages up, you'll be at about 20k resistances. Having your mages up definitely helps out. You can actually survive being a tank with just that amount of resistances, believe it or not. But when we taunt, we immediately get 35k resistances for 5 seconds. So that is pretty amazing, to be honest. Yeah, so that's kind of where it's at there. Yeah, so our stat sheet, raw stats aren't looking the best, right? Health recovery looks okay. Stamina recovery looks okay. You know, nothing really looks okay. The weapon damage is pretty good. But yeah, this is kind of where it's at here. We're taking the Lord Mundus, and we are using the Bewitched Sugar Skulls for food. So yeah, that's kind of... oh yeah, and those stats there, that weapon damage and stuff, that's augmented by that courage that I get from the target dummy there. But so one thing to note here for this particular build, what I will probably end up doing is leveling up evasion. Actually, maybe not. I'll explore it. Area attacks doesn't seem to be the best thing, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I know that Stam used to run it in VMall or whatever, and I know they changed it a bunch. It used to just make it so you dodged attacks, but we'll see. I'll keep tweaking this build, but for now, this is what I'm going to be running basically tomorrow. I'm actually doing a raid tomorrow, and I'm going to do it in medium armor. We'll see how it goes. I'll be doing VCR +1, and if I do okay, probably save the video, and I'll be able to use that footage to help out with this build. But anyway, take care. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I know most of you that watch these videos aren't subscribed, so it would definitely be appreciated. And I will see you all later. Peace. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention for the jewelry, I actually run one powerful assault piece, potion cooldown glyph with harmony, and then 2 Alkosh with potion cooldowns and harmony as well. And that's because Baneful and Cloudrest sucks balls, and you definitely want to have any way to heal yourself possible. So the Blood Altar Synergy is the way to do it, usually in Cloudrest. Harmony Jewelry on a tank makes it much easier on the healers because we have much more health. That's why we run Harmony. So yeah, I forgot to put it in.
Trying to step back and see the view from above, 'cause I know